Okay. Hi. Today I'm going to share my how I built my career by involving communities. So before I start this topic, I'll share my current status. I'm Mayo, and I'm one of WordPress specialists, but I've never go to programming school or some tech university, and I'm also self-employed almost all the time. So after my graduate, I went to Cambodia, and I didn't join any company in Japan. And also I'm a digital nomad. It means I travel and work at the same time. But I'm not lonely. So I travel alone, but I always find community, and so I'm not lonely. So I got this life because of find and involved in community always. So I'll share how I did. I'll talk about three communities. One is Japan expats community in Cambodia, and one is WordPress. By the way, do you know how many of you knows WordPress? Okay. Okay. Yes, WordPress is blogging software, and I also join WordPress community, and I also join digital nomad community. I'll share why I went to Cambodia. So after my university, so I tried to find a job, but it was not successful. And also, I broke up with my boyfriend. So I wanted to escape from Japan, and I wanted to try something new. And so I asked Google, I searched term. It was in my idea, I thought Philippines should be the place where many Japanese people work. So I searched Philippines and cuisine, and so I found one magazine job in there. So I searched again magazine job, and I found Cambodia. So Cambodia is the country in Southeast Asia between Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. And so I sent email to the magazine office there, and also Cambodia is famous for Angkor Wat. It is UNESCO temple. So I sent email to the magazine company, Japanese magazine company there, and they replied, okay, when you can come. And so, okay, I'll go there after my graduate. Then I went. So that's the story of why I went to Cambodia, and yes, and luckily I found very nice community of expats and mostly Japanese group there. In Cambodia, many Japanese people they work for NGOs or some small business like making souvenir shop or massage shop or something. Some business there, and they are very independent, so it was very good environment for me to live independent. And so life in Cambodia was very fun. So yes, this is a costume of traditional Cambodian wedding. So, and I worked for magazine company there. And so it was a kind of travel magazine. But they didn't have website at that time. So they create free magazine there, and they put this magazine in a hotel room where Japanese people stay, but they don't provide this magazine in Japan. So tourists from Japan cannot read this magazine before they go to Cambodia. So I thought they should read this before they go to Cambodia. So I talked to my boss. We should create website. So and he said, okay, you can do that. So I created with WordPress, and at that time Amazon didn't send books to Cambodia, so I searched internet, and I could do that. But yes, and also so many of Japanese business owners there needs website, so everyone asked me to make websites, but so I didn't have experience, but I did because they asked. So yes, so it was very good experience for me and good environment. And yes, like this. But I was at that time, because the city near Angkor Wat is very small and very countryside. Okay, and so I was alone because I was only one WordPress developer there, and if I have question, I have no friends to ask. So I was sad, and I went back to Japan, and I joined a WordPress community. And so at that time, WordPress has big meetup, so I applied as a lightning talk speaker. But so it was very first my experience to talk in front of people, and there was 200 people, and I was yes, so it was big group, and I cried before my talk, but I did, and I talked about how I create website with WordPress for magazine, and I met creator of that WordPress theme, and so it was excited. So I could meet theme developer I use. So it was interesting. So I started to help their community, and I became and I learned how I create plugin, and I became lead organizer of one big event. And after I also joined global community, and I went other conferences overseas, and I got more skill to involve WordPress. So it was great. Yes, and so because I wanted to learn more, I started to join other conference outside Japan. So I travel a lot, and I asked myself, because I work by myself, and I had no office in Japan. So if I travel, maybe I should stay longer, because I pay a lot for my flight ticket. So I started to travel and work at the same time. But sometimes it was lonely, because not many WordPress developer travel. But I found Digital Nomad House Malta, and it sounds great, right? So I went there, and and I met many nomad people there, and they have a similar mindset and lifestyle. So we can share. Yes. So and I thought it was great, and I wanted to bring this to Japan. So I'm planning to bring this community to Japan, and yes. Thank you.